Hey Libra, welcome back. So Libra, this is going to be your you versus them reading for September. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it can be interchangeable. Also, because it's general, the timeline may resonate differently with all of you. I just placed the September in the title so that it gives you a frame of reference, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Libra, the shared energy between you and the person you may be connecting with is the 11th house, Aquarian energy for some of you. But this is talking about friendships and your social circle, group activities, humanity, hope, discoveries. It can be a bit of a rebellious energy, Libra, so you may feel like you want to go outside of the box, or to a lesser degree, you may feel pushed to the edge during this time frame. But this is like a very experimental, future-oriented energy, Libra, so nothing to be fearful of. It's just expanding your awareness during this time frame, okay? So let's see what your overall energy is then for my Libras. All right, so you have the 5 of Wands here, which is all about tests and challenges. Like I said, you may feel during this time frame just frustrations, internal conflict, things that you feel are challenging to you, okay? But again, use this as motivation, Libra, as opposed to something that's tearing you down, because I feel that you are up to it. You know what I'm saying? You are up to the challenge. You have goals here that you want to attain. And it's almost like challenging yourself, you know, kind of testing yourself to prove to yourself how strong you are, and how well you can overcome things when you don't allow yourself to get frustrated, when you don't allow yourself to go to anxiety. You know, when you stand your ground, things run a lot smoother, or will run a lot smoother in September. So let's see this person's energy. They have the Queen of Wands, and it came out in the reverse. So this person may be having a little bit of trouble tapping into their creativity, Libra, or they may be a bit moody, temperamental, egotistical, just during this time frame or in general. But I just feel like this person, they may be dealing with some just insecurities about what the best next action to take, or a lack of creativity as far as what, you know, where to put their energy moving forward, or, you know, they're not wisely investing their time and energy the way that they are capable of, Libra. But that doesn't mean that that won't flip during this time frame. It just means that that might be a struggle this person is going through, okay? So let's go into the past energies, then we're going to go into perception, how you genuinely feel about each other, hopes, and future energy. And just give me 1 second. Sorry about that, Libra. I had a little distraction that I had to tend to real quick. So, yes, recent past energy for my Libras. Recent past energy for the sign of Libra. Recent past energies for Libra. You have the 3 of Wands. Ooh, 2 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups. Wow, Libra. So, waiting for your ships to come in, you know, some of you in the recent past, you may have been waiting for things to just naturally flow to you. You may have been waiting for a message from a really specific and soulmate. It could be a family member, friend, or a reconnection there. If this isn't in regards to someone else, I just feel like this reconnection of your ego with your soul, you know, getting more in touch with your higher being, understanding the connection between thought, emotion, and manifestation, and really honing in on that, Libra. Really more focused on family, love, things that really make you feel emotionally good. Okay, so if things had been a struggle in the recent past, I feel like your approach may have been just to kind of let the wave come in and then let it pass, you know? And I think that was the most right move that you could have made, and that is the most right move you could make in September, is to just know that you've already tried life coming from a worrisome, strugglesome energy, and you know how that panned out. It just made more worry, more struggle, and so you learning how to just kind of think outside the box, Libra, and know when enough is enough and when you can just kind of pull back and just allow the energy to flow through you, and then things kind of naturally fall into place when we're able to stay in that peace, when we're able to stay in that calm, when we're able to be grateful for what we have and the people around us. And I feel like that's been a really heavy focus for you in the recent past here. So let's see what this person's recent past energy is. The Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay, so this is your energy, Libra. So I feel like this person's come to a higher understanding as well, you know, with the Hierophant here. About what they want to give their time and energy to. And like I said, I feel like that's a struggle that this person goes to. Like not really feeling secure and then feeling insecure. Feeling driven and then feeling a bit lazy, you know. So I feel like in the past energy, they have come to some higher understanding of who they are, and wanting to be more cooperative, wanting to be more balanced, wanting to feel at peace also with their decisions, and not wanting to feel two-sided about things or upside down, okay? Because like I said, I saw that struggle for this person in the overall energy, all right? So I feel like they are pushing past that, or have pushed past that in the recent past, Libra. So what's your perception of the connection? Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so may be your truth, but it may not be their truth, but we'll start there. So Libra, perception of the connection. You have here the Nine of Wands. Okay. Woo! Wow, all your cards came out at once. All right, so in your perception, Nine of Wands, holy cow. All right, I'm going to have to read this one card at a time. Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups, Temperance, and the Moon. So let's start from the beginning. Libra, your perception is, you know, just to let it go. You know what I'm saying? So you might have had to let go of some control within this connection. It might have tested your patience, you know. There might have been some uncertainty in the way that you were thinking about this person or this connection. And yet wanting to manifest things, all right? Wanting to feel more confident and coming from a place of confidence. Wanting to have something to celebrate, a reconciliation for some of you. And yet wanting to be self-sufficient and in tune with your emotions, Libra. So I feel like there's that message here about moodiness again, and I'm not sure if it's coming from your side or their side, or maybe you're both feeding that in each other, or you have in the past. But it's like, you know what? You don't want to go to battle for that anymore. You're trying to put time and energy into yourself. There's uncertainties in regards to how you see this connection, but yet still wanting to manifest from a place of confidence. I think that's really important to you. This connection may have tested your confidence or your will, is what I'm hearing, or this person may feel that way about you. But then it's like, okay, I want to be around like minds, Libra. And some of you, if you're on the outs with this person, you may want a reconciliation, okay, for a few of you. But I just feel like it's more about this confidence that's growing within you, and getting more in tune, like I said, with your emotional self. And Libra, as an air sign, sometimes you over rationalize your emotions, and me being a Libra moon, I totally get this. You know, you feel an emotion and then you just think it to death, or you feel pulled towards something and you always are trying to take a very logical approach or a very balanced approach, and that works well for Libra, and it keeps you out of a lot of turmoil and trouble. But sometimes You need to listen more to your heart, and a little bit less rationalization of it would benefit you to keep it more balanced, I feel. All right, so let's see what this person's perception is of the connection then. King of Wands. The Seven of Swords. And the Sun. Wow, okay. Why the Seven of Swords? Oh, I thought I had a card flip. Guess not. All right, so Libra. I feel like this person views the connection as well as something that has to deal with confidence. You know, this person may get a confidence boost because of this connection. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a challenge and this person likes a challenge, they may be actually drawn to that. I don't think they would tell you that. I think that they would probably tell you that they don't like that, or they don't like drama, and they don't like that type of energy. But honestly, they do kind of find that attractive about you, Libra, that you don't maybe necessarily back down to this person, and that you have the ability to really make them raise their vibration, okay? But there is this Seven of Swords here, so there's a facade, or there is not wanting to admit, you know, that how this genuinely makes this person feel. You know, they are gaining enlightenment within the connection, finding happiness as well, either with or without you. But I feel like some of them may feel like that confidence and that happiness that you're exuding is a lie, but that's just their perception. That doesn't mean that's the reality. And it's more likely their perception is that because it's a reflection of how they're feeling about themselves. Maybe rewind that, listen to it twice. Because a lot of times when we perceive other people's happiness as baloney, or our reaction to someone's happiness is to not be happy for them, it says a lot more about the person who's sitting in that perception than the person that they are judging. So this person may want to think about that if that is what they're doing, or maybe if that's what you're doing. But I feel like for most of you, it's just like this person is, they see the connection as something they desire. They may hide that desire, or they may hide the fact that they like this challenging pieces of you, you know. But they're gaining enlightenment because of this connection. And I saw that on both sides, actually. So let's go into genuine emotions then, Libra, and see. How do you feel underneath all of that? Genuine emotions. Whoa. All right. They all came out at once. So underneath perception, what are you genuinely feeling in this moment? Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, sorry, Six of Swords, the Palace of Coins, and the Five of Coins. So Libra, on an emotional level, you genuinely want cooperation. You genuinely want to move forward. You know, it's not, you don't want to forget about the past, because again, I think it's important for Libras in particular to come from a place of logic, but you don't want to ignore your emotion either. And I feel like you're gaining a good balance here during September of listening to both. And that brings about a firm foundation here, more than a firm foundation. And emotionally, that's what you're really wanting, is this just sense of security, sense of financial security for some of you. But what I get mostly is emotionally, you don't want to feel bankrupt. You want to feel abundant. Yeah, so on an emotional level, you're ready to work towards whatever that is. On an emotional level, you're wanting to kind of, some of you are wanting to kind of skip a step, and so I really want to caution you with that, Libra. Like some of you emotionally just want to jump from A to Z, from working towards it to just having it all and plus some. And if you don't do the emotional work in between, you may get a bit of a slap backwards during this time frame. And it's not to punish you, Libra. It's just to say, well, you know, first you need to look at this, or at first you need to take the proper steps, and then it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, yeah, don't try to run before you walk, you know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of emotional progress in the recent past, but there's still some of this challenging, worrisome energy here that you might be bringing into September that could really get in your way emotionally. But it's like, remember that foundationally speaking, Libra, you have all of the tools necessary. You've done the work. You know this, you know, so just rest easy on that, okay? Let's see this person's genuine emotions. 1 second. Sorry about that, Libra. Man, I'm getting a lot of distractions during this reading. And just in case you guys are wondering, I never do a reading twice. Never. So I'm sorry that there's a lot of pauses in it, but I never start over. So there could be a lot of distractions going on this person's side, because both times it came up when I was trying to read the other person's energy. And then as I say that, here's the 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So there might be this back and forth emotionally, this person feeling at times a bit of despair, a bit of isolation, you know, on an emotional level, okay? Trying to figure out themselves and what they want on an emotional level. And like I said, they're carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of heaviness, and that's why their energy keeps flipping back and forth here between being balanced and understanding the higher purpose, and then getting insecure with that and questioning that, and it kind of steals away from their light, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, well, on an emotional level, I do feel heaviness, but I'd rather deal with it on my own, so I don't feel like this person is really speaking about this to many people or anyone, because they just feel like I can handle this. They may be someone that doesn't really like to rely on other people emotionally. They may prefer to handle things themselves, Libra, and that's just kind of their persona, you know. But I just feel like they really genuinely want to feel successful, but they're coming from a place of lack. So they just, an indecision. And when we're energetically feeling emotionally despair or lack or indecision, we get stuck, you know. It's hard to create from that space. It's hard to pull out of that energy. So that's why the flip-flop I see here going on with this person. So what is your hope, Libra? What is your hope for this connection? Ooh. Page of Swords. So your hope is to, you know, get more information. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think your hope is to kind of be the student, if that makes sense, you know, to learn something new. You're looking for new, you know, especially with the 11th house here, looking for new ways of doing things, new ways of coping, new ways of thinking. And that's what you're hoping for, you know. And this card, of course, if you look at the other side of it, it could be hoping to gain more information on this person, you know, kind of get in their head, see what they're up to for a few of you. But I feel like most of you in general is learning new things about self. And this person's energy is the Page of Wands. So they're hoping for more playfulness, more fun, more creativity, like I said. And yet they may be trying to pull in all of this happy-go-lucky energy, but they're not in a happy-go-lucky state in September, or at times they're not. And they're kind of sending mixed messages to the universe. It's like, I want to be this light and free, and I'm hoping for that type of energy, or to give off that energy, but then emotionally they're, you know, having a bit of trouble keeping it consistent. Okay, so that could be what the challenge is about for this person. So let's see, most likely future outcome. Now Libra, keep in mind that the most likely future outcome is can be changed with your free will. I'm just giving you a snapshot, but you're in the driver's seat of your own life. Woo. All right, so you have Judgment here, Faith, The Seven of Swords, the Four of Coins, the Four of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. Wow, here's that Seven of Swords again. So Sagittarius, I feel like going into September, you know, you got some important decisions to make, and you're gonna have to rely on faith here a little bit. Or I guess Spirit is saying, you know, ease up a little bit. You don't have to push an issue. You don't have to push for things to come to you. Just have faith that you're worth it, you're divine, and it's what is for you will be for you. Because I see that there's doubt here. There is kind of doubting your own faith or doubting your own decision-making ability. And that's just a false narrative you're telling yourself. You are in control of your emotions, Libra. Nobody can persuade a thought or an emotion without your allowance of it. And once you know you're in control of that, it doesn't matter how chaos your surroundings are. It doesn't matter how challenging people are around you, because you have control over keeping that baseline of who you are. And like I said, emotionally, you guys are kind of going through that journey, especially this year, but for the last 11 months in particular, of just learning to rely on your faith more, learning to be comfortable with your decision-making abilities, to not lie to yourself, but also don't stand in an energy of disbelief. To gain control, emotionally speaking. And all of that's coming through in September. Now, some of you are really tapping into your spiritual faith, or really kind of relinquishing this very challenging energy. And this person that you may be dealing with, they may look at you in disbelief that maybe you're not being authentic, or they may feel like, okay, you're just doing that to get control over something or me, and they may come in and tell you how they feel because of that change in behavior, okay? So there's two different ways I can see that working out. So let's see this person's energy then. You can verify that. This person's energy, future, Ten of Swords, Temperance, Four of Wands. Wow, okay. So this person is, again, there's this journey that they have been on alone. These emotions that they do not speak of, simply because they don't want to feel like, this could be someone that really prides themselves in being wise or giving advice, or, you know, being a caretaker even. And so it's not maybe easy for them to relinquish their emotions when they're feeling less than, or when they're feeling heavy, because they want to seem in control. And I'm not saying this person isn't in control, but they're struggling here. So I feel this energy again about this person wanting to do this alone. And they're getting in tune with their moods. Like, there could have been mood swings, but I feel like this person with the Ten of Swords and Temperance is like, okay, I want to go into a new beginning, and this new beginning has me feeling more self-sufficient than I have, and is boosting confidence, you know, even though that's been a struggle. And this person is going into the Four of Wands, wanting something to celebrate stability, looking towards the future, making decisions about their future, and also just staying rooted, though, in what they know to be true for them, but also in what makes them most comfortable, so that they can have the frame of mind and the focus to think about, okay, where is the next steps here, and where do I want to go with this? Yes, but then the Eight of Swords here. So again, there's that mental struggle of overthinking it, and then the Knight of Cups. So you have the Knight of Cups over here. You may not know all of this thought process is going on with this person in Libra, and it's not your business to know it, honestly, or to even understand it, because some of you want to understand this person's thought process, but it's really, you know, even with tarot, it's just a glimpse of their path, but their path is their path, and your path is yours. So don't get all stuck in your head over this. you know, this person is going to come to some sort of realization about what they want in the future. And it's like they're trying not to fear the worst, but they may get sucked into that because of the heaviness in their emotions. But they do want to open up with the Knight of Cups. They may come forward. They want to be more playful, like I said, in the energy. But they often let their thoughts get in their way. Even though I do feel this is something that they are working on here, Libra. And this is like saying, you know, because I got that message earlier that some of you picked up that this person was doubting your belief system or doubting some of the things that you were feeling. And don't over concern yourself with what they think and feel, because it doesn't really matter in the big picture. It only matters how you feel about yourself, what you believe to be true for yourself. And either this person can get on that same page, or you can lovingly respect that you have different point of views. You know, you don't always have to share every single belief and thought the same. It's important that we're all different. But don't give too much weight, I guess, so to speak, with what this person's internal dialogue or process is, because it's theirs to process, and they are coming to some enlightenment during this time frame. And emotionally, they are wanting to open up more. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there for you. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. And keep in mind, it's a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign, guys. I'm just telling you the ones that stick out to me. I have Sagittarius energy here. I have Libra energy, Taurus energy, Aries energy, Leo, Aries again. Pisces, Sagittarius, okay, Virgo, Scorpio, could be Cancer energy as well, and 11th house is Aquarian energy. Yes, so those are the predominant zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind, it can be any zodiac sign, okay? Just take it as it resonates. Either way, I'm wishing you the best. Also, if you want to check me out on Facebook and Instagram, I do go live on the other social media accounts just to chat and stuff, so you can catch me there, linked down in the description box below, also linked in the About section of my YouTube. If you like my style and my jewelry, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, which is also linked down below. Otherwise, wishing you the best, Libra. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.